market, snooker's greatest ever showman. A magician on the table, his supreme talent and style have made him the people's champion. First century break aged 10, first 147 break aged 15. A five-time world champion, a genius and an enigma. Some say he's the greatest snooker player of all time, but he's a whole lot better than that. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the man who has been called the Mozart of snooker, Ronnie O'Sullivan. I just said to Ronnie as he came out, has he recovered? Did you pull every muscle in your body?
That was so hard.
You got, I think, closer to Graham Swan and Joe Pavey than you ever imagined you would.
Bit too close.
You do things on a snooker table with such amazing confidence and talent. I mean, things that other people just cannot seem to do. Is it all natural, or do you work hard at it?
I suppose there has to be some certain amount of natural ability there. But I was never the most naturally talented junior, but I did work a lot harder than anybody else. I've always had the drive to want to be the best at whatever I've done. Snooker was the sport I chose, so, you know, I channeled all that energy in there. And when I was 10 or 11, I was good, but I wasn't the best 11-year-old around. But then gradually as I got a bit older, by 13, I was ready to be a professional, really. So I was a bit of a freak in a way, because a lot of the pros and that, you know, I was beating them when I was 13, so...
But that's what people love about you. They love the fact that you can get out there and you can play a flashy shot like this. And bear in mind, when you watch this, he's playing it left-handed.
Go on, White. Go on, White. That is perfect. What a shot left-handed, ladies and gentlemen.
You play a shot like that, left-handed, and you don't even react.
No, because
Did you think at the time, oh, that was quite good, that was?
I didn't expect to pot it, but I didn't expect to miss it by a lot either. So when it went in, I was kind of like, oh, that was good. But I was more interested... I was more interested where the white was going, because if I didn't get on the black, then it was pointless. The red, you know, it'd been a waste of time, because everybody obviously was waiting to see for the 147. So when it came on the black, I was like, oh. But then the pressure really was on me, because then if I'd have missed then, I'd have been devastated. So, and everybody loves a 147, so to make it, especially in a final frame, you know, I was pretty chuffed with that.
Is it true that at one tournament you actually turned to the referee and said, what's the prize for a 147?
Yeah, on the second red, I think it was. But you, like I say, it's just...
What was the prize?
4 grand.
So you went, OK, I'll try.
Well, it's a bit of the rebel side of me coming out, because I heard they'd slashed the prize money. We used to get a car for a 147, so I kind of one year I won a few cars, and then I heard that they'd dropped the prize money to about 4 grand. I just thought, that's not good, really, because a 147 is quite special. So I kind of said to the ref, look, find out what the prize is for the 147, because I said I fancied it. I thought I'm going to go for it. And he went, I don't know. I said, well, you better find out then. I said, get on your mic and kind of get the scorer to find out. So he went, all right. So he ran over there and had a word. And then I was potting a few reds and blacks. I got about 40. I said, have you found out yet? And he went, no, not yet. I said, well, I ain't making a maxi until you find out. But I'm kind of whispering to him as he's putting a ball on the table, because I didn't want to make it look obvious.
No.
And I think halfway through he went to me, 4 grand, and I went, and I knew it was 4 grand. So my way of kind of trying to kind of bring it out in the open was to kind of go, you know what, you can have a 140, but you're not having a maxi. So that was my thinking. That was just my rebel side coming out, and I really wasn't going to pot the black, but it was only because Jan said, come on, do it for your fans. And I went, oh. But if it had been any other referee, I wouldn't have done it. It's only that I like Jan, you know? So I couldn't let Jan down, you know?
No.
So they were lucky, really, that Jan was refereeing that, because I would have...
I'm now wishing Jan was here.
Yeah.
I like the sound of Jan.
Jan's a cool guy.
Yeah, is he?
He's Dutch, he's laid back,
Yeah.
he's all good, yeah.
Oh, good, excellent. It's fascinating, though, talking to you, because you are very self-analytical. Has it caused you problems because you do analyse everything so much? Do you think sometimes you overthink it?
I used to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to think, yeah, but I wasn't a perfectionist, but I knew what I was capable of. And then when I wasn't, a lot of people used to say, oh, he's depressed, he's this and that. I wasn't depressed. I had snooker depression. I loved snooker. I wanted to perform to the highest levels which I knew I could achieve. And if I never done it, I used to be hard on myself. But if I wasn't hard on myself, then I probably wouldn't have won what I'd won.
you've also always had a natural humour. You were interviewed by Danny Baker as part of a documentary when you were only 10, and he said, when you grow up, how big do you want to be?
Yeah.
Can you remember what you answered?
Yeah, 5'10".
How tall are you?
6 foot.
Well, there we go.
But I always had
Should
this
have aimed
fear.
higher.
Yeah, I know. I always had this fear, though, that, you know, I wasn't going to grow, you know, because there's a lot of shots I had to use the rest for. And I said, Dad, you know, do you think I'll ever grow? You know, and he went, you'll grow, don't worry, you know, you're 10, you know, it'll happen. I was like, do you think so? So in my head, it was just like, I just want to be 6 foot, you know. So when he asked me how big do you want to be, I was like, you know, 5'10's good.
Talking of your father, was he the inspiration behind your career? I mean, who bought your first table, your first cue?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he's a bit like Tiger Woods' dad was, or Serena Williams' dad. He was like, and I said to him, I said, you know what, you're like Serena Williams' dad. He went, I'm worse. I was like, yeah, you know, he pushed me and pushed me and pushed me, and you know, he put a lot of pressure on me when I was younger, and I couldn't deal with it. And then he stopped coming to watch me play in tournaments, and then I started winning, and he started to take a back seat really, which was good for me because then I could just relax and enjoy playing the game. But anything I wanted, he would get for me in order for me to have the best chance to be successful. So yeah, no, I owe probably a lot of it to my dad. And
then, I mean, something desperate happened when you were 16. What happened to your dad?
Yeah, he got put away, didn't he, for murder. So, and that was hard to take, you know, because obviously. He was everything to me, you know. He was like my stabilisers, if you like. So when he went away, I kind of did fall apart a lot. And then my mum got banged up as well. So I had mum and dad both in prison at the same time. I was visiting one and then going to visit the other. And I kind of lost my way a little bit and just got, you know, so for about 6-7 years, my head was just going mental. And
who's looking after you then? Who's sort of keeping a check on you?
No one really. I was just kind of, well, my mum was out. She only done 7 months, so she kind of come out, and but then I got in such a sort of rut really that she even booted me out. You know, and that was what I needed really, because then I kind of pulled myself together and thought, right, you know, I can't let the family down really. So yeah, but you know, it's all fun and games.
You've admitted that you got yourself into terrible trouble as a teenager. It kind of didn't stop, because there have been times within your professional snooker career where you've done or said things that have got you into trouble. You walked out of a match with Stephen Hendry after just 5 frames.
Yeah.
Now, he was a hero of yours, isn't he?
Yeah. To be honest with you, I was struggling at that time, you know, mentally. Although I was getting a few results here and there, I just kind of, I just couldn't. You know, I had a lot of stuff going on off the table as well, and I just kind of didn't really want to be playing snooker. And it just got to the point where I just thought, I've had enough. So I just shook his hand and went, good luck, Steve, I'm out. And that was it. I went in his dressing room, I said, look, no offence. I said, but I just couldn't cope with it, mate. And he went, listen, whatever you got to do, you know, wish you all the best. I was like, sweet, mate. And I just went out and I had a good night. I had a good night.
So what would you say you're proudest of in your career? What do you look back and say, yes, that was a genuine triumph, I loved that, and that was good?
The 2012 World Championships, because it wasn't meant to happen, really. You know, I was kind of struggled for 2 or 3 years, and I was kind of fed up with playing and all that, and I was getting beat, and I just thought, you know what, maybe I've lost it, maybe I haven't got it. And then I got a win in Germany, and it kind of like, I thought, well, no, maybe I still have got it. And then I won the World Championships in April, May, and
but then you retired, didn't you, straight after that?
Well, I kind of, I sort of took some time out, yeah. Okay. But then kind of like, you know, I got a bit bored, and I just thought, you know what, maybe snooker's not a bad option after all. So I went back, and then had another go. And,
yes. What did you do in those 12 months?
Not a lot really. I just got lazy and so I thought I'd do a bit of voluntary work, because then I can just dip in and out if I feel like it. So I went down to the local farm, because it was in the forest, and I like kind of being with like nature, if you like, away from the hectic world, you know, if you like. And I was on there for a couple of months, and it was good. I enjoyed it, to be fair. I liked it. Doing
what then? What were
cleaning the pigs out, the goats, the chickens.
Do you like pigs?
Not really, no.
Oh. Do you like chickens?
I like eating chickens, but I'm not into cleaning them up. They stink, you know. I was like, ugh. So I couldn't go near them. But the goats are all right. The horses, yeah, I cleaned a few stables out.
Yeah? It's not bad, that, is it, really?
Yeah. Made the teas. Yeah, that was all right. It was good. Good fun.
Yeah. Right, it's time to welcome out my next guest. One is the